much each game means in the NFL. One game is just so impactful. That's one of the reasons I love the NFL. I love football. So here we are here. The AFC, we're not going to spend a lot of time on just because we are talking mainly about the Rams, but you have the Bills, Chiefs, Titans, Ravens leading their divisions respectively. And then you have the Chargers, the Jets, and the Colts in their wild card spots if the season were to end today. Wow, the Jets would be a playoff team. That's crazy. But over in the NFC, the Eagles are 6-0, and they have a pretty winnable schedule ahead of them. They're on bye week this week also, so they're not losing this week. But I kind of think I'd be surprised if the Eagles didn't get the number one seed at this point. I think it would take a pretty big meltdown when you look at their competition that they have coming in. And let me quick pull that up here. Eagles schedule. If you look at the teams they have to face here coming up, they're going to be facing the Steelers in week 8, who are struggling, the Texans, who are struggling, the Commanders, who are struggling, the Colts, who knows what you get with the Colts. Then they play with the Packers, and that's a primetime game. Who knows? Maybe the Packers. I think that's still giving Aaron Rodgers credit to be in midseason form. But okay, there's a good chance they win that game. But let's say that's a one loss there, maybe. Then they play the Titans. Titans are a team that can play spoiler at times, maybe. But I think if the Eagles stay healthy, they'll take on the Titans. They play the Giants twice, but then they also play the Cowboys once more, and they play the Bears and the Saints. So let's say in the craziest world, for the rest of the season, the Eagles might lose 3 games, maybe. And that's, you just look at this schedule. I'd say those 3 games are kind of 50-50 games, if not a 60-40 in favor of the Eagles. So definitely I see them, the Eagles, kind of walking away with the number one seed there. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let me zoom in on this a little bit here. Then you have the Vikings, who I'm not convinced they're going to stay at the number 2 seed just because they're the Vikings, but they are a good football team. They'll definitely be in the mix towards the end of the year. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think they're going to win the NFC South. I don't think I know the Panthers aren't going to challenge them for it. I don't think the Saints are healthy enough to challenge them for it. And I'm not – the Falcons have played feisty. I'm not sure the Falcons are in a place to challenge for their division yet, so I see the Falcons doing that. The Niners, we have the same record as them, 3-3. Now they hold the tiebreaker, and that's why these next couple weeks are going to be so important to see if the Rams can take the lead in this division and then keep it the rest of the season. So really hoping that we can compete with the week 8 there. The Giants, once again, a shock that they would be in the playoffs if that last ended today. The Cowboys would be your number 6 seed, and then the Rams are number 7. Now, on the bubble, you have the Packers just behind us. You have the Falcons, as I mentioned, just behind us. The Seahawks are still technically in it, being 3-3. The Saints are still technically in it. Now, I have to be honest, when I get to the Saints, the Washington football team, the Cardinals, and the Bears, and the Lions, and the Panthers, I just don't see it for these teams. Maybe the Cardinals surprise people and go on a late season run. They are a talented team. Hopkins coming back is huge for them, but I don't see it. The Lions, you wish something would happen for the Lions, but that defense is so suspect right now. Unless they pull something together, I don't see the Lions going on a run to make the playoffs this year, unfortunately for Lions fans. So anyway, that's kind of the playoff picture from a Rams fan perspective. We're 7th in there. Hopefully, we're able to take on the Niners and get ahead of them and get into that 3 or 4 seed. I'm not sure, given our losses, that and our strength of schedule coming up, that the 1 or 2 seed are in play. But hey, We won the Super Bowl last year as a 4 seed. So you know, nothing wrong. You just got to make it to the dance, and then who knows what happens on the dance floor, right? So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do you think the Rams are a playoff team? I still do, and I'm a believer for sure. And it will be interesting to see how it all plays out. The teams I'm obviously most worried about are the Niners and those sneaky Falcons, and of course you can't discredit the Packers with Aaron Rodgers either. All right.